So, a brief background about me, since there are a lot of new people here and I was having these conversations. I've been married 35 years to a woman that I don't deserve, but happen to be lucky enough. I've always been in business, pretty much right out of college, and the business that I was in was software. So I solve problems for companies that are trying to make their business more efficient. And most people end up with multiple software, they use spreadsheets and all this. Anyway, I ended up with this. Well, here's how I got in this industry. So currently I'm the owner of Coast View Restoration and DBA CRDN. And I'll explain why I bothered to put both company names here. So in 2013, one of the software projects I had was this industry. And I was working with insurance companies. And their main target was they wanted to reduce fraud. So I wrote software for them. The software was called Accurate Claim Estimator, ACE. And I thought it was clever, the name. I wrote the software. It was an app. You could take pictures of things and it would automatically do your estimate for you. So that's how I got in this industry. So I've been in this industry for several years, and I am really, really grateful for BTN, because the first thing I did after I got in this industry is find a group like BTN. And I was fortunate enough to find BTN and got a whole bunch of supporting people, because honestly, I've done software for construction company, but I've never run a construction company. I've never done service company. So that's how I got into it. And one of the key topics I want to address today is when we are providing a water damage claim or a smoke or fire damage when we are working with a client, the biggest anxiety they have is the confusion about insurance. Nobody can figure out what their home insurance covers, what it doesn't cover, how much are they going to get paid. They can't make decisions at all about how to go forward. They're not sure if the contractor is going to put a lien on their property, if the insurance doesn't come through. So there's a ton of anxiety about insurance. And I thought instead of talking about what I do, I'll tell you what people rely on me first for. The very first conversation is always about insurance. So that's what I prepared the presentation for, try to simplify insurance. Now, as far as the company, we started out as a standard restoration company. So the difference between a restoration company and the other company is you take a house and there's damage in the wall, floors, ceiling. Restoration companies focus on drawing all of this. They go through a process that the insurance agrees to. There's a standard they have to meet. They have to document everything. They have to provide all the info. That's what a restoration company does. But a restoration company doesn't take over the entire house. So we're basically integrated. We're vertically integrated. What we do is the shoes that got wet, the sneakers, the baseball caps, the children's toys that got dirty because the sewage water went everywhere, the expensive dresses, all of those are what CRDN does. So CRDN handles, the way we like to say it is, a restoration company works on a house, but if you turn the house upside down, things that fall out, that's what CRDN does. So our company happens to be integrated, that we provide a total set of services, not just restoration, but we'll help them with the personal property. And that's significant because most people, once the property is damaged, whether it's electronics or clothing or whatever, they need somebody to help them get a fair value for it. So that's another service we provide as part of CRDN. So CRDN is a national franchise dedicated to personal property. Okay, with that, so I'm going to talk about the insurance. So, by the way, the entire thing, as Sonia already guessed, was done by AI. So if somebody needs help with AI, talk to me about it. Okay, so let's go to the next. This is inspired by Sharon, by the way. Sharon always calls me about different clients, and we talk about the fact that, you know, they made a mistake. They said this to the adjuster versus that to the adjuster, and now their claim is being either denied or not being covered, or the adjuster is not responding to them. So I thought I'd talk about that. Okay. So insurance, this is what insurance companies would like you to believe, and it's partially true, that it basically wraps your house in a safety box. So a homeowner's insurance, which is what we all have. If you have a single family home, you have a homeowner's insurance. The homeowner's insurance is designed to protect you from sudden actions, not wear and tear. Okay, so anything that's happening over time is not covered. That's not what homeowner's insurance is for. If you have not cleaned your gutters, or you have roof damage, or you have because you didn't take care of it or whatever, all those are not covered. They have specific exclusions for things like that that could kind of go into wear and tear. So anything happens over time. In order to there's a different type of policy you can get. It's called home warranty. If you buy home warranty, that is for any kind of appliance breakdown or things like that. So I get people confused all the time. I have home warranty and I have home insurance, right? Where do I put the claim under? So home warranty is primarily, it's a repair contract. So it's like when you go to Best Buy and you buy something and then they sell you something, they say you can bring it back within a certain amount of time and all that. So home warranty is that. Now, the other thing that happens is many people rent and we get renter's insurance. So what's the difference between homeowner's insurance and renter's insurance? Renter's insurance is not covering your structure. It's not covering your apartment. It's only covering the content within the apartment, your personal property. It'll cover your TV, your laptop, even bookcases that you might have bought that didn't come with the apartment. So that's what renter's insurance is. So you got homeowner's insurance, you got home warranty, and then you got renter's insurance. Then you have the condo insurance. That's a little complicated because it's a homeowner's insurance, but a lot of the stuff that would be considered common or that is shared with neighbors is covered under a different policy. Okay, so homeowner's policy, condo policy, renter's policy, and then you have a home warranty, and then additionally you have your HOA carries insurance. So HOA covers anything that's considered common area. So typically a homeowner's insurance, you would have all these different categories. You have homeowner's insurance, you have renter's insurance, you've got condo insurance, you've got HOA, CCNRs, you've got home warranty, you got all these different things. Okay, and then within it you can also do supplements. So that's pretty much it. So we are called in every time to consult on this before we can get started with the work. Because people have anxiety, tremendous anxiety when there's a home claim. Because the insurance company is not communicating. The agent will tell you to call the claim department. The claim department adjuster is handling 50 to 60 cases. So the last thing they can do is sit down with you and kind of tell you what your options are, what your parameters are, and all that. And that's why you need us. Any questions?
The condo insurance, because I had a condo.
Huh?
The condo insurance.
Yes.
Is like a blend between homeowners and rental. Or
no, condo insurance. Condo insurance is basically a homeowner's insurance, right? With the HOA covering part of it. So HOA has their own insurance, and so you have to kind of. So yeah, you're right. I mean, but renter's insurance is only personal property. So renter's insurance doesn't cover anything to do with any of the structures. Nothing to do with floors, walls, ceilings, or any of that.
Can you have renter's insurance to cover your own stuff while you're in your condo, or do you have to be a renter?
No, your condo insurance covers personal property. There's so there would be a section C, which is all personal property in a condo insurance. So you don't need a second insurance on that. Go ahead.
I just want to say something great about AJ is I had an issue on a listing on 15th. A few of you guys went down to it. Long story short, these buyers are crazy. But anyway, they had their restoration guy, or not restoration guy, they had a mold guy come out and do a test. And he scared the hell out of my sellers, he scared the hell out of me. And I know nothing about mold. That's why you have a guy like AJ. And they found moisture, they found this. It was all a mirage, okay? AJ got the numbers, went through them, and saved us $30,000 worth of a claim. I mean, we literally removed them from escrow yesterday. They were the worst. They were the absolute worst. But he put their numbers and the state's numbers right next to each other and made it so you don't have to read through this 40-page report and your head's exploding. He did it so simple. And then I showed it to my sellers, and they went, they're out. Like it was just a total scam, and I guess that happens a lot in this industry. I don't know, but AJ saved us a lot of money, and I want to thank him.
I'm sorry, Pierre, we lost the job. We were both going to get work out of that.
He's still going to go over there and remove the one wall.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So when they work with you and you go in and you tell them, you give them an estimate, or you assess the situation, how long does it usually take for them to get the funding to get the
So generally what happens is, it's kind of funny, I made this up for the client because they're so stressed out, and they always ask, what's your process, right? So they always say that. So typically you call a plumber, right? And so what we do is the homeowner only is liable for the deductible. So we do not, we make it very clear to the homeowner that we're not going to go and create a claim and we're going to do a lien on their property and all this stuff. We're going to be very clear that we are strictly going to work with their insurance, and whatever the insurance pays, we'll stop at that. There won't be a penny additional out of their pocket because of us. They do have to pay their deductible though. There's no way around that. So did that answer your question?
It does. I just want to be able to be able to, when I refer you, I want to be able to say, you know, I was wondering if I could say, he'll make this a lot smoother and faster.
Right.
You know,
and without any liability on their end, okay. which is key. So we even typed up a warranty, which I don't think is legally advisable. Okay. But we always tell the homeowner, I have never gone after a homeowner so I've never done that. I've never gone after a homeowner to say, you know, you need to pay me, your insurance denied the claim. We've actually lost several jobs in the beginning when we didn't realize what insurance would cover, what won't cover. So, but we never charge.
How long will it take for say a house has a flood with your drying equipment and everything and your demo? How long does it take to dry?
Okay, so there's a science behind drying. It's called psychrometry, and there's all these graphs and stuff. But basically, what it comes down to is evaporation. That's the only thing that we do. We extract water, but we evaporate. We have to evaporate the moisture that's trapped. So that takes minimum 3 days. Evaporation takes about 3 days, but in weather like this, it could take longer. And also, people tend to, if they're staying in the house, they cannot handle the sound of the equipment. The equipment is quite loud, even though we buy new equipment all the time. So then they'll turn off the equipment and they'll turn it back on when they're not there. So things like that will cause the evaporation period to stay low. So 3 to 5 days is a guideline. Insurance won't pay more than 5 days.
I'll just do a quick testimony. AJ's always there to answer my phone calls.
Thank
and
you.
pick his brain for clients that I have, and I'll give him, you know, the client's phone number. You're always there, and you're just amazing, and I appreciate you so much.
Paul.
Yeah, and I can also give a testimony because I'm going through it right now. But yeah, it was fantastic to have AJ in my corner because insurance sucks. And I could always call AJ and he'll say, hey, do this, don't do this, don't say this, whatever. Anyway, great. And also all the people that work for him have been so courteous and kind and accommodating to whatever we want. And they made it so easy to take our stuff out, move it out. It was just fantastic. So
thank you.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.